Hello, everybody, and welcome again to another series of the daily portion of German. This time, our series is on St. Nicholas, appropriate for this time of year, and we're actually recording this on December 6th, the day of the festival of St. Nicholas. And we have along with us today Irene, who's going to be our guest speaker in helping us to record this. Irene, you want to say hello?
Hello.
Great. Okay. So today we're going to go down. We're going to cover this portion here, and then a couple lines of the next paragraph. And it's a little bit long, but as a story narrative, you'll see it moves along quite well and quite quickly. But as before, I'm going to read aloud the sentence out loud first, and Irene will repeat after me. And please repeat with her so you get a sense of how the sentence flows and its sound and the pronunciation of the words. And then I'm going to ask her specific questions about the structure of the sentence. And please ask yourself in your own mind what the answers would be. Somebody cleverly decided to turn off the recording or just pause the recording while after the question and answer it thoroughly, or answer it and then turn back the recording on and then heard the answer, which is very good way. So no matter what text we look at, we're going to be breaking down the structure of the sentence and analyzing it, and it'll help you with whatever German, at whatever level you are on, and whatever academic field you're working in. So this is an interesting text, a little story-like. Hold on one second. Okay, so here we go. Hope you enjoy this little tale. Let's read aloud first. In der reichen Stadt Patara lebte ein Knabe. Everybody?
In der reichen Stadt Patara lebte ein Knabe,
Der Nikolaus hieß.
der Nikolaus hieß.
Okay, so just one little point here. In the rich city of, now, when German has a proper noun, they don't have to put what English you would expect in English, like of something. So where's the verb there, Irene?
Lebte.
Good. And let me just see if I can mark here. Lebte, is that a strong verb or a weak verb?
A weak verb.
So we always try to box the verb, and then is that, how would you translate that?
He lived.
He lived. So Irene gave us a pronoun, and we're looking for a noun. I mean, this is very simple in this case, but where's the subject?
Ein Knabe.
Ein Knabe, a young boy. Okay. And then this one, hieß, is this a strong verb or a weak verb?
A strong verb.
From heißen. So strong verbs always have the characteristic of changing the vowel as they move from the present tense to the past. So it's heißen, hieß, geheißen. So three principal parts of every verb. Okay, so you want to translate that sentence, having broken it down?
In the rich city of Patara lived a boy who was called Nicholas.
Great, okay. How about the next sentence up to here? Let's read this aloud first. Vater und Mutter starben an einer bösen Krankheit. Everybody?
Vater und Mutter starben an einer bösen Krankheit.
Where's the verb?
Starben.
Good. Strong verb or weak verb?
A strong verb.
Part of the vocabulary that you learn when learning vocabulary, German vocabulary, are the three principal parts of the verb. So this is sterben, starb, gestorben are the three principal parts. So it's E, A, O vowel pattern for that strong verb. And so it means, and how do you translate that by itself?
They died.
They died. Good. So father and mother died, and this is on a bad illness. Okay, let's go on. Weinte Tag und Nacht. Die Eltern hinterließen ihm großen Reichtum. Up to there?
Weinte Tag und Nacht. Die Eltern hinterließen ihm großen Reichtum.
How about this verb here, weinte? Is that strong or weak?
Weak.
And it kind of, every third word in English actually comes from German. So this is one of them, to whine or to cry. So he cried day and night. How about hinterließen? Is it a strong or weak verb?
Strong.
Good. There's the verb. And what does it mean by itself?
They left behind.
Good. They left behind. Where's the subject?
Die Eltern.
And the direct object?
Großen Reichtum.
Good. This is Reichtum here. So the core sentence you would identify as die Eltern hinterließen Reichtum. Okay. And then what case is ihm?
Dative.
And we identify that with these carets, the dative left behind for him a great wealth. And then just See, these are Edelstein. Let's go on. Gold, Silber, Edelsteine, Ländereien, Schlösser und Paläste. Everybody?
Gold, Silber, Edelsteine, Ländereien, Schlösser und Paläste.
Okay, you can probably make out most of this, but Edelsteine are precious stones. Ländereien are estates or landed property. Schloss is a castle. It's actually from schließen. Schloss, geschlossen, which closed. So that's where the word castle in German comes from. And palace. Translate that.
Gold, silver, gems, land estates, castles, and palaces.
Great. Going on. Auch Pferde, Schafe, Esel und andere Tiere besaß er.
Auch Pferde, Schafe, Esel und andere Tiere besaß er.
Where's the verb in that sentence?
Besaß.
Good. And that comes from the infinitive, if you remember.
Besitzen.
Besitzen. Good. So this is a strong verb because there's a vowel change there. So what does that mean?
He possessed.
He possessed or he owned. And also these are then er is obviously the subject coming the last point position in the sentence. And these are all the direct objects. Horses. You want to translate that?
Horses, sheep, donkeys, and other animals.
He also he possessed. Then going on. Doch er war trotzdem sehr traurig und konnte sich über seinen Reichtum nicht freuen. Everybody?
Doch er war trotzdem sehr traurig und konnte sich über seinen Reichtum nicht freuen.
Okay, so up to this un, you have two independent clauses here, one up to here and then the other to the end of the sentence. So where's the first verb?
War.
War means he was, right? Where's the verb in the second complex? And sometimes verb complexes will spread out, part of the verb complex will spread out to the end of the sentence. So where is that, the whole verb complex?
Konnte sich nicht freuen.
Notice that Irene correctly included the reflexive pronoun, which belongs to the verb complex. And how would you translate that?
He could not enjoy himself.
Yeah, he could not enjoy himself. The rule with the reflexive pronouns is translate them literally, include them, just like she did. And then when you get to the translating the sentence, it may or may not be necessary to convey the meaning of the sentence to include that. Then über, in this case, über can take the accusative or dative, it's accusative here, regarding his wealth. Okay, do the whole sentence. Doch.
Still, he was very sad and he could not enjoy his wealth.
Also include trust, yet he was nonetheless very sad. Just include that. Good, and could not enjoy his wealth. Going on, seine Angestellten wollten ihn aufmuntern. Everybody?
Seine Angestellten wollten ihn aufmuntern.
Let's see. Let's just go on. Der Hofmeister anerbot sich, ihm seine Schlösser zu zeigen.
Der Hofmeister anerbot sich, ihm seine Schlösser zu zeigen.
Very kind of him. Okay, in the first sentence, where's the verb?
Wollten aufmuntern.
Okay, aufmuntern means to cheer up. So how would you translate that verb complex?
They wanted to cheer him up.
Good. Yeah, good. They wanted to cheer him up. So she said they, and then you're looking for the verb, which is here. His servants wanted to cheer him up simply. So you notice as you identify the verb complex first, figure out if the subject is going to be singular or plural, and then look for a direct object, because here's your direct object in this sentence right here, which we identify by circling it. Going on, where's the subject in up to here in the next sentence? I mean the verb.
Anerbot sich.
Yeah, anerbot sich. So he offered himself, including the reflexive pronoun initially, to do what?
Zu zeigen.
Yeah, zu zeigen, to show. And then what is, you anticipate dative here, and you have the dative right here, to him. Okay, and so the whole translate. The Hofmeister is actually a word you could say the household controller or the head of the household or something, or the whatever. Go ahead, translate that.
The head of the household offered to show him his castles.
How nice. Der Stallmeister, who's that?
The writing master.
The writing master, okay. Wollte mit ihm auf den schönsten Pferden durch die Ländereien reiten. Everybody?
wollten mit ihm auf den schönsten Pferden durch die Ländereien reiten.
Verb complex?
Wollte reiten.
Good, very good. And what does that mean by itself?
He wanted to ride.
He wanted to ride, and then mit ihm is obviously with him, and then auf. In this case, auf takes the dative. So on the most beautiful horses through the landed through the estates. Okay. Let's see. Why don't you translate just from here, der Hofmeister, just down to these two lines here.
The head of the household offered to show him his castles. The riding master wanted to ride with him on the most beautiful horses through the estates.
How about the head cook? Der Küchenmeister meinte, könne doch für alle reichen Kinder der Stadt ein köstliches Essen zubereiten. Everybody?
Der Küchenmeister meinte, könne doch für alle reichen Kinder der Stadt ein köstliches Essen zubereiten.
Okay, so meinte means just he thought. So the head chef thought. Now, what form of the verb is this? Könne. What mood is it?
It's subjunctive.
Subjunctive, and why?
Because it's an indirect statement.
Yeah. So whenever German or French reports something that someone else said, the verb has to go into the subjunctive case because it's not a direct factual speech. It's reporting something else and it may or may not be true. So that he could, and then prepare. So this is the verb complex. That he could prepare, and then the subject is er. What's the direct object?
Ein köstliches Essen.
Good. When you're identifying the core sentence, which is verb first, subject second, and then direct object, notice that you can never find any of these core elements in a prepositional phrase like für alle reichen Kinder, for all rich children of the city. So that's why, I mean, that's a good thing to know, just to keep in mind that when you're identifying the core sentence, it has to be outside of any prepositional phrase. Okay, you want to do that last sentence? Der head chef?
The head cook thought that he could prepare a delicious meal for all the rich children of the city.
Mm-hmm. And Doc just might have it like that he could nonetheless, prepare whatever for the rich children of the city. Good. Okay, going down to these last few lines. Reading on. Here we go. Doch Nikolaus. See, can you see that text? I guess.
Yes.
Good. Go. Doch from here. Doch Nikolaus. Let me get the marker here. Wollte von allem nichts wissen. Everybody.
Doch Nikolaus wollte von allem nichts wissen.
Verb complex.
Wollte wissen.
Which means?
He wanted to know.
And nichts with an S is always means nothing. It's never the negation. Negation is only nicht with a T. So translate that.
So Nicholas wanted to know nothing of all of this.
Yeah, nothing of all these offers that kind offers that everyone gave him. Auch die Tiere spürten, dass traurig war. Everybody?
Auch die Tiere spürten, dass traurig war.
Sie drängten sich zu ihm.
Sie drängten sich zu ihm.
So, where's the verb?
Spürten.
What does das introduce, Irene? Always.
A dependent clause.
Yeah, a dependent, or what we call subordinate clause, or even a relative clause. Any of those are three interchangeable terms for that. So here's your main clause. And when you get into more complicated sentences, it's always a matter of important to identify the main clause versus subordinate clauses. So also the animals felt, let's see, go on, translate.
The animals felt that he was sad.
Mm-hmm. Sich drängen means to press toward or something, but this you could say they crowded around. They crowded around him. Then go on. Vom Weinen müde wollte sich schlafen legen.
Tired from his weeping, he wanted to lay down to sleep.
I didn't even ask you any of the analyzing questions, but you translated right
Sorry.
away. No, that's fine because it's great. Going on. Da stieß mit dem Fuß auf einen Tonkrug. Everybody?
Da stieß mit dem Fuß an einen Tonkrug,
in dem viele Schriftrollen steckten.
in dem viele Schriftrollen steckten.
Eine davon ergriff er und begann zu lesen.
Eine davon ergriff er und begann zu lesen.
Okay, so up to here, up to this point, where's the verb?
Stieß.
Stieß from stoßen, which really means to hit, but you could say to strike or stepped on in this case because it's with his foot. So, and what about da? Da can either be an adverb meaning there or at that point, or it can be the subordinating conjunction. Do you know which one it is?
It's the adverb.
hmm Okay, because the verb is in the second position. Otherwise, if it's at the end, then it means since or because. Okay, so at that point, he stepped with his foot onto a clay pot. And then what does in dame refer back to? What's the antecedent?
Einen Tonkrug.
Yeah, in dame. Now this is since this is masculine, this is in dame. If this were feminine, it would be in dare. So the definite article here always is determined in form by the gender and the number of its antecedent, and then the role that it plays in its subordinate clause, in which many scrolls were placed. And then just read the last sentence.
Eine davon ergriff er und begann zu lesen.
Yeah, so greifen means he grabbed. So you want to translate?
He grabbed one of these and began to read.
Good. Now, what did he begin to read? Well, we don't know. That's a very exciting thing that's going to happen. But that's preserved for the next segment. So hope you all tune in for the next time, and hope to see you again soon. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.